All right, we are back for the final round of Locke's Chopped Housing Competition. In this competition, contestants were given 8 items to attempt to use cohesively in a build. These items were the Clockwork Lamppost, which was my contribution to the challenge, the Dark Shade Glowstock, Inquisitive, Deadlands Door, Elsewhere Window Ritual, Fargrave Flag Long, High Isle Hearth Tile Work, Khajiit Sigil Moon Cycle, and Orcish Gazebo Orsinium. And this is Alan, the competition's mascot, for a bonus item. Our finalists today are MrsTea, Turgenev, Tsuyashu, Futerko, and Sorries. And we will be going in that order. So what I like to do is I like to do a brief tour first, and then if we can't find the items, we look at the cheat sheet. I will do the backstory, though. It appears that Archmage Shalidor has found himself in a bit of a pickle. In recent days, Sheogorath has made an appearance, set up shop, and is causing all sorts of mischief and mayhem. He promises to set things back to order if you manage to retrieve the following: his beloved Forky and Wabbajack, a wheel of cheese, and Shio's shoe. Many have tried and failed. Will you accept the challenge? Hopefully you'll have better luck than Alan and their exploration team. Bonus if you can find the 2 hidden treasure chests. Ooh, so we not only have the kind of Easter egg hunt for our 8 chopped challenge items plus Alan, but also Forky and Wabbajack, a wheel of cheese, and 2 treasure chests. This should be fun. Okay. I do have a list of where everything is located, but again, I try not to look at that until after we've explored a little bit. Why do you chop houses? You don't. This is based on the TV show Chopped, where contestants are given several items to use cohesively. Good luck finding Forky. All right. This is MrsTea's entry. Beautiful lighting as always. Looks like a fairy tale in here. We have kind of a hidden path back here, it looks like, or a cave. Very nice. Oh. Found a hand. This house is huge. Of course, this is not what the house looks like. This is completely reskinned with these rocks and things. This cobbled fountain is really, really pretty. Flaming water was not what I was expecting. But, you know, if Sheogorath has had his hand in things, who knows? hear something. Sounds like the lightning rods. Oof. Oh, that doesn't look scary at all. Let's look down and over here before we cross. Oh, hello. It's a spider. Oh. Oh, that's terrifying. I love that it walks along the webs, though. That's a nice touch. Okay, let's cross the bridge that is also on fire. Oh. Oh, okay. There's a treasure chest. So we found one treasure chest. What book is that? Does that have meaning? Myth of Sheogorath. Okay. I like to look at book titles because sometimes people just use what they have. Like the books from White Strikes Mayhem. But sometimes they have meaning. Like in this case. And I hate for somebody to use a detail like that and me not notice, right? I don't know which direction to go in. I feel like we're going to miss something regardless. Let's see. The lighting through here is really good. And the water features. Oh, hello. Okay, so there's one of our chopped items. That is the Darkshade Glowstock Inquisitive as part of that cobbled monstrosity. If you guys spot some of the chopped items that I don't, feel free to speak up. This house begs for revisits. It's the tour that keeps on giving. Yeah, there's lots of builds that the more often you go, the more details you see, or the longer you hang around. This egg is one of our new antiquities from Galen. Kind of perfect for this build. Oh, hello. There's lots of creatures that I wouldn't want to run into normally. This is the Daedric door, the Deadland door. Yeah, the egg is like got this warm, fiery glow to it, and you can see it putting off heat. Oh, we've got some bats and some mist. Kind of glad we're not doing this at night. This is kind of creepy. There's another glow stalk. The water features in here are pretty nice. Oh, wow. No, none of this was original to the house. This is a full cobble. Okay, so it's hard to see, but this is actually another chopped item. This is the high aisle hearth tile work. You can see the tile there at the bottom and the shape there at the top, but the back is cobbled over with one of the stained glass windows. Oh, and that right there, heating up our beaker, is the clockwork lamppost gas. Another book. Let's check it out. Mysteries of Sheogorath Volume 2. The last one was Volume 1. Now we have Volume 2. The lighting there is really cool. Oh, I love this competition because it is kind of an adult Easter egg hunt, right? And we've got this path down here. Now we are scoring these based on how they use the chopped items, collectible pathing, which was another aspect of the challenge, creativity, theme cohesion. Well, hi. Speaking of pathing. Maybe watch him for a second so we can judge that aspect. Originality, tech quality. Do they have floaters, things like that? Aesthetics, sound design, lighting design, and wow factor. I know. Head went through the rock a little bit there. More bats. More crystally water. Oh, there's our Elsewhere sigil. Or, excuse me, our Khajiit sigil moon cycle. Doesn't look like we can go back there. There's probably been other ones of these that I just hadn't quite seen. There's so much light work done. Hi, Hraltar. Let's see where you go. little blip there. I wonder if the donkey and Raltar ever overlap, because don't they both stand here? The donkey may have been further back to avoid that. Well, let's cheat. A little bit of overlap, but I think Mrs. T planned it so that they would stand next to each other and not overlap. Oops. Get rid of that for the immersion. That walk cracks me up. He'd be perfect as one of the narcissist men in Disney movie, right? Oops. There we go. This lantern is hard to get where it's not clipping with the way it moves. It's got a tiny bit of clipping here, but from certain angles you don't notice it. That's a difficult lantern, especially to do on the side like that versus hanging it up above. Hey, Tigress. Does the donkey come here? I bet this is the donkey's house. Oh no, outfit slots just went on sale and you just bought a bunch. This is kind of fun. This netted canopy was actually my contribution to the last round of the Chop Challenge. It's kind of fun to see it again in this one. Oh, armory slots. There's so much to see here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're back to the beginning. There's an area we didn't go to, right? I know a lot of you hated the canopy, and so to see it again kind of tickles me a little. Not gonna lie. So I feel like we didn't take all the options. Maybe it led us through all the options, but I want to run back through just in case. Because we went that way. We've got the flower over here. Aha, there's actually nowhere to go over here. Okay, so we did see everything, I think. Except maybe if we went this way. Can we go this way? To go visit the spider? Ooh, probably not. Probably not a good idea. Okay. No RP swimming. Okay, so let's go back to the main room. Back to the main room. So this one takes us out this way. Oh, I didn't even see this little area. Do you think the Jester's Coffer counts as the other treasure chest? I doubt it. I doubt it. Let's see. Should we interact with this? Aha! There is something inside. What item is that? Vampiric container congealed liquid. Huh. Okay. They used the bottom of the vampiric container congealed liquid to get the stand on that one. Okay. The map does kind of make it look wet, like there was a spill. Kind of interesting. Hey, Pacific. Right, exactly, Beryl. Exactly. Oh, and here's our Fargrave flag. That was one of the chopped items. There's another house we looked at. I don't remember if it was the chopped housing contest or the one more housing contest that had the Fargrave flags with the map. Was that also Mrs. T's build? I feel like it was. Okay, I think this is the window. Yeah, the Elsewhere window ritual. This is the shape of it. They just covered the window part. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's the Abyssal Pearl, which is a Somerset achievement. Okay. I'm going to try to make sure we don't... Wait, was this the same one we went to before? I don't think so. Maybe? Yep, this is the same one we went to before. I'm already lost. Oh, there's Sheogorath. I love the purple glow given to Sheogorath. The sky here is amazing and just adds to the feel of this build. Yes, Sienna, so we are in Mrs. T's Shalidor Shrouded Realm as part of the Locks Chopped competition. There's the other treasure chest down there. I love this path. Absolutely love it. Hey, Bastion. I would bet that this is something about cheese, this book. Cheeses of Tamriel. Absolutely. With not one, but two shimmering cheeses. Hey, dead cat. Oh, what did she use for the other cheeses? Sweet rolls upside down apparently look a little bit like cheese. Okay. That's creative. And we made a cutting board. I like that. I like the addition of the Vardenfell glow stalks to the mammoth cheese. I don't know why everybody hates on my Bastion so much, but this is creative and I like it. Morning, Esky. And of course, the Jester's tent works perfectly with Shio. You make up for the Bastion hate with your build? Okay. Okay, let's see. What's next? Hey, Dax. One more area, it looks like. Nope, that's the same one we went to. Is that it? Oh. That's interesting. Yeah, this is definitely a build where you could go back or spend a lot of time and find new details every time. Okay, where was the Orcish gazebo? Because now it's time to find all the things. We did find the clockwork lamppost. We found the darkshade glow stalks. We found the deadland door, the elsewhere window ritual, Fargrave flag long, high aisle hearth tile work, and Khajiit sigil moon cycle. I didn't notice the Orcish gazebo, although it would work in a million places here. So, and then we had a bunch of house guests and companions and pets for pathing. How do we get... Can we get up there, or is that blocked off? I think that's blocked off. That's part of the original house. I think that's it.
And lots of subs the other day, and here is renewal today. Span is getting overloaded.
Thank you so much, Icebot, for 22 months. I appreciate it. Okay, so rather than try to go through this entire build before, because because it is huge, I'm going to look up where it is on my cheat sheet. So, clockwork lamppost, gas, dream shard table, glow stalks, creature, lower cave. We did see two of them. Deadline door, hidden chamber, lower cave, high aisle, or excuse me, elsewhere window, fireplace, and doorway in Ember's room. Okay, we'll take a peek at that. Fargrave flag, lower statue, lower cave, and tablecloth in Ember's room. Oh, I missed that one too. High alt hearth tilework, dream shard table, Khajiit sigil, ceiling in Ember's room, waterfall in the mine. We saw the waterfall. I need to go back to Ember's room. Orcish gazebo, ceiling, and fireplace in Ember's room. Okay. So we need to go back to Ember's room, which is over here. So the Deadland door is here. Orcish gazebo, I see the ceiling here in the room with another sigil. Ooh, and I like the use of the, what's it called? Oh, I can't target it. It's the antiquity in Canarthy's Roost. The cat eye thing. I like that in the middle. Now, it's not centered, but I think that's intentional to show off that it's a moon crescent, right? Cat eye prism, thank you. Man Cave, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. All right. And then... Okay, so we also did not find Forky. What else were we supposed to find? Forky and Wabajack. A wheel of cheese. And Shio's shoe. Okay, I found the shoe. That was in the first little cave we went into. Yeah, it does almost fit perfectly. Of course, it's a circle, right? It's a sphere, so you can sink it in or bring it out to make it fit a little bit better, but it looks really cool, and I wouldn't have thought of it. And I'm always kind of impressed by things that I never would have thought of. Just little details. Okay, so we were going to look for... Oh, in the fireplace. Is there a fireplace in Ember's room? Hang on. Yes. So that's also an elsewhere window. Looks like it's turned upside down. No, it's not. It just has another thing used as the mantle. Gotcha. Okay. There's also a Fargray flag in the lower cave. So let's go back down to the lower cave. And we are going to spend quite a bit of time on each of these builds. Let's see. We've got several items here, but that's not the lower cave, right? We need to go this way for the lower cave. Oh, you know Twitch is always twitchy with the follows. No biggie. Okay, so I think this is the lower cave. Maybe? Statue lower cave. Maybe not? I don't know. Morning, Cosmere. We're still on the first one. We have 4 more left after this. It says statue lower cave, but she indicates that this is the lower cave. Maybe I'm missing a statue. I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure about that one. Regardless, we did find uses in other places, so... Anybody know where it is by chance from other tours? We're looking for the second use of the Fargrave flag, which just says statue, lower cave, and then tablecloth and embers room. I found the tablecloth. Hey Zed, do I do a lot of housing in ESO? Yes, but I'm not nearly this good. I do greatly enjoy housing though. Yeah, that sounds good, Beryl. If you want to see if you can find it. This is MrsTea's Shalidor Shrouded Realm. If you want to see if you can find it, and we can maybe splice it into the YouTube video in a little bit. The second use of the Fargrave flag in MrsTea's build, it says statue lower cave. Do you happen to know where it is before we leave for the next house? Oh, no permission to visit. Okay, never mind. I mean, we found one use of it. But since it is something we're judging, I want to make sure I find all of them. True, we could do a retrieve. Can we? Let's see. Not sure what it's under. Gallery maybe? Nope. Alright, have a good day at work, Starbridge. Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah. Depending on your compass. Oh. Just search it. Okay, so these must all be from Ember's room. And then there's one 93 meters that way. So we're going to play Marco Polo with this. Oh, and I'm going to fall. Hi, Grez. Oh, it's hard to know. Maybe it's this way, actually. Okay, so this is what I would consider the lower cave. Oops. 33 meters this way. $22 meters that way. $21 meters that way. Hold on. Oh, here we go. It's a cape on the statue. Okay. Got it. This is Shalidor's Shrouded Realm, although it is pretty much completely reskinned. So if you were to get this house, it would not look like this unless you put a bunch of stuff in it. It does look great as a cape. And apparently it fit right in, so I didn't even notice it. Even though we walked right by it to come check these items out. All right, I think I found everything except for some of the extras she threw in, like Forky and the Wabajack. But yeah, the shading does match terrifically. I mean, look at that. It's looks like it's meant to be there. All right, so we're getting an ad break and we're pretty much done. Yeah, I didn't find Forky. So we're pretty much done with this one. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll go to the next one. Okay, be right back. This is Tsuyashu's Moonsugar Meadow. When Maik tells of treasure that can be found in a hidden ruin, a motley crew sets forth to explore and seek their sweet reward. And again, we are going to be looking for the 8 chopped items. Oh, and I didn't see Alan in MrsTea's build. We might have to go back and look for Alan. We have a cart carrying some sort of a chest. We have a Centrot. We do have to watch for the pathing. So hard to keep their heads from going through walls. This guy also knows where to go. Oh, sorry. You're right. Antiquarian Alpine. Let's start over. Shall we? Let's start over. This is Tsuyashu's Antiquarian Alpine Gallery. We have a Centrot that knows where to go. You can hear the music box. This is also completely reskinned. Ooh, I see a chopped item. Got some seating around the campfire. Our war boar is getting a little bit of a feast. Oh, he does move. I was waiting for a second to see if there was pathing. You love when you walk into a house and can't tell which one it is? Oh, absolutely. Although I do feel a little bit bad. The art team works so hard to give us a really cool looking house, and then we completely ditch it for our own thing. But that is one of the things I love about housing in Elder Scrolls Online, is that we can do so much with our housing. To the point where I'm not sure I want to play a game that doesn't have housing. Not like a game like Elder Scrolls Online. Like, I can't imagine playing Guild Wars 2 because there's no housing. Lots of shrines along the way. They also worked so hard to give us amazing furnishings so we can completely ditch their design as well. Yes. Although I like to think that we have altered the way they design things. Like when we turn things upside down, they become invisible. Giving us cool textures on the underside of flooring so that we can utilize those. I'm sure now the art team gives more thought to what different surfaces look like. Although in reality, this is also, I mean, these elsewhere shrines aren't being used exactly how they might have imagined, but we're still very much utilizing the art of them. Beautiful. There is our sigil, our Khajiit sigil, which was one of our chopped items. Speaking of turning things upside down, I remember I bought this candle for a specific challenge. I wanted to turn it upside down to look like blood in a bowl. And it's clear underneath. You turn it upside down, it disappears. I was so mad. This is a cool scene. We'll come back to this. I really like the way they made these shrines. You do want them to add one really big item with an invisible bottom, or for platforms, or just let us add invisible walls. You like to do puzzle stuff, don't you? Or trap houses. Oh, there's Alan. Was this meant to be left open? Or does somebody leave it open? Nope, it's meant to be left open because I cannot close it. Okay, good to know. Ooh, that's pretty. That is really neat. Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, so there's our Fargrave flags and our Dark Shade glow stalks. That is the top of the orcish gazebo, I think, right in the background, right? And those are all of the clockwork lamppost gas as well. What a great use of the items. Resplendent sweet roll, I'm jealous. And there's the elsewhere windows. That's really cool too. This is really neat. Okay. There's a second part that doesn't... Is this part? No? Can't open that? Okay. Oh, there's the stairs you added to the right side of Azura, but doesn't go anywhere. Okay. That looks like the Deadland door up there. Okay, let's see what we're still missing. We found the bunch of clockwork lampposts. We found the dark shade glow stock. We found the Deadland door. Oh, there's a ghost kitty I'm supposed to follow somewhere. Okay, we'll watch for that. We found the elsewhere window made into a kind of a tower. We found the Fargrave flags. Those were the wings of the bug. High Isle Hearth tilework. I don't think we've seen that one yet. We did see the Khajiit sigil. There's several of them here for the altars. We found the Orcish gazebo. So just the High Isle Hearth, which is... The bottom of the hearth is used as the base of the two altar shrines. Oh, there it is. Okay. So here and here. All right. Did I see everything? Oh, the ghost kitty. We need to find the ghost kitty. Where will I find the ghost kitty? Ghost kitty, where are you? There's Seren. Oh ho, there's the kitty. We're supposed to follow you, kitty. Oh, hello. I think everything's disabled for here, so we can't quite go up there, but cool. So can't keep following the kitty, but that's really cool. Thank you for sharing that. Ghost kitty, pet it. All right, so that's it for Tsuyashu's Antiquarian Alpine Gallery. I bet you can tell where we were. Let's move on to the next. We do have a couple special features for Turg's house. These are not to be included in scoring, but they do exist, so I want to utilize them. I've heard they're really good. Ooh. I had a guar run through me. Ah! Ah! What's going on? Okay. You planted yourself in the house just in case you needed something moved to view it better. Gotcha. Guar Taurus. Ah. All right. So Turg, should I tour first and then do the audio tour, or should I start the audio tour and go through the house as it goes? Hey, Wally. Start with the audio. Okay. So guys, there is an 8-minute audio tour. For those who don't know, Turg is a voice actor, so I'm sure you're in for a treat. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet, and I will attempt to adjust accordingly. Ooh, all these guar running in and out freaks me out a little. Okay. Don't oversell you. Okay, let me get that set up real quick.
Pay no heed to the dragons outside, traveler. They are boisterous and sometimes inebriated, but no harm will come to anyone here today. Apologies, where are my manners? Welcome, traveler, on this most auspicious day. I am Captu, a humble guar chronicler, and the free nations of cold blood welcome you to our day of remembrance. Perhaps you know not of the peoples or history of Gwarfleet and the Draconi Union? Then bear witness, traveler, for I alone will tell you of our saga. Let me speak now of the tale of Bastion Firebeard. This audio tour is made possible by the Gwarfleet Memorial Foundation, the Draconi Union for the Endowment of Histories, and viewers like you. Please proceed on your audio tour. Your journey begins in the Story Garden, where you are guided by Captu, your honored storyteller.
Courage brings victory.
In years past, the Gwar and the dragon were not brothers in cold blood as we are now. No, for decades, the great armada of Gwarfleet and the implacable slaves of the Draconi Union fought across the sands of 100 worlds and the black void between them. For where the Gwar people sought to explore and understand the infinite spans beyond their home, the dragon people were driven, with cruelty and without apology, by two fell tyrants, the Serpent Emperors, whose names we no longer grace with speech. We walk now into the Hall of Remembrance. Into this stalemate of science and black sorcery stumbled the unlikeliest of persons, a humble farmer whose love for his farm life led him to us. He had no scale, no horn, nor slitted eye. No, this was one of a warm-blood race, a simple but pure-hearted everyman with autumn red hair on his face who could not bear to see wrong done. This man, this outlander hero, bore the name Bastion. The Gwar gave him his war name, however, and called him Firebeard. One night, by chance, he fell into Gwar paws as we searched for one of our own. This farmer plowed through our cruiser, driven by fear, but also with curiosity. However, the Draconi vanguard engaged our vessel with claw and tooth and fell breath. Bastion Firebeard bore witness as our two peoples warred in the skies above your world. His mind reeling, he stumbled into an emergency transport beam, bringing him to my homeworld. And there, Firebeard learned.
I love the life of an adventurer, but I also find joy in simple things. Playing my flute, reading a good book.
He learned of the Draconi Union and how its nobility and artifice were suborned by the coming of two brothers, masters of guile and domination both, who steered their people from pride and serenity to hunger and fury. Firebeard wept to learn of this, and he spoke with great verve to the Gwarfleet Admiralty in defense of the Dragon Nation as a whole. The Admiralty scoffed and dismissed his words as those of an outlander fool. Silently, Bastion Firebeard left the council and asked for half a dozen volunteers to stand with him as he faced the Serpent Emperors. 6 exceptional Gwar stood and were counted by his side. They left as one, and together found the dragon hold on Nirn, and made sudden war upon them with one goal in mind, to topple the tyrants. But guile was their watchword. They could not defeat the horde with a mere handful of fighters, and so Firebeard deceived the dragons, and allowed himself and his allies to be swiftly captured. They were brought, bound and humbled through wild space to the Serpent Emperor's throne world, the world where you are soon going, and Bastion Firebeard faced their scrutiny and derision.
Let's go find someone to help.
What was said during that meeting, none know save Bastion and his captors. However, we know that Bastion and his allies were able to break their bonds and leapt into combat with the tyrannical brothers. And from this battle we learned this. Bastion was no mere farmer, but instead revealed his strange spirit to be what you Nirnians would name a dragon knight. In an instant he was garbed in fire and rock, a burning whip and blade in his hand, and the earth itself rising to fight the Serpent Emperors. The surprise in their eyes, the shock in their screams, it was a moment for all our histories. And with that eruption of cold blood within him, the Serpent Emperors were laid low and fell. And such was the history that led our two peoples to this present. Now, come, traveler, step into the light of the transport beam that our engineers have wrought, and behold the fruit of all our victory. Look about you, traveler. The strange throne world of the Serpent Emperors, elegant, ancient, and awe-inspiring, where they conceived and executed their dark designs. It is largely empty now. The dragons, free of their shackles, have returned to more tribal pastures on Nirn and elsewhere. Gwarfleet engineers and surveyors have stepped in to catalog and study this pocket world. Our cruisers flit across the sky, hauling personnel or materials to establish a more natural home for those who would live here. This is Gwarfleet at its finest, traveler. We explore, we seed, we grow, we learn.
I try to think of the ghosts of my past as unfinished business I just haven't gotten to yet.
And we have Bastion Firebeard's example to guide our moral compass. It was he who deigned to allow the dragons to govern their union unto themselves, but in his wisdom he bound its destiny to that of the Gwar people, that we may learn from and support one another, and an understanding to leave war behind. This pink flesh, this outlander paragon of pastoral nobility, is utterly unique in our two histories. Together we offered Firebeard a throne of kings from which he may guide our races in harmony. However, Bastion's heart longed for home. Kingship held no glamour for him, and although he endeavored to enlighten the cold-blood peoples to a finer world, his heart pulled him to Nirn, to his farm, to his quiet life of earnest fidelity to his flock, and when called upon, to allow his dragon spirit to rise again and defend the good wherever it was besieged.
The warrior who has never been defeated is the warrior who has never truly fought.
You see, traveler, today is the day that Bastion leaves us. With goodwill, with promises of return, with hope and pride that we all will find our way together. Look now to the sky. Gwarfleet's finest flagship stands ready to take him home. And leaving the throne to the next generation of Gwar and Dragon, he walks humbly from what is to him an alien glory, and begins his return home, as we have done. Traveler, you have listened well. You are welcome amongst the cold-blood nations. In Firebeard's name, I bid you farewell.
That was really well done, Turg. Really well done. I don't think I was in the right place at the right time, but that was really well done. All right, so we've seen a couple of the chopped items as we've gone through. Even though I can hear a music box, it like the game music kind of wants to break through. Aha, I see. That's an Elsewhere window up there. So, Turk, you were saying you had to leave the hourglass out. If you put it away, the effect goes away. You mean like if you remove it from the build, the effect goes away, right? You can still hide it in a wall or something if you want to, right? Okay. So let's look for our items. We have a window up there. We've got windows up there. And there's the sigil. I love the use of the griffin feather on the sword. Definitely lots of inner workings here. Over here we find the dark shade glow stalks as part of this dragon's holdings, as well as the Fargrave curtain, or Fargrave flags. Welcome back, new girl. Those are meant to be the Serpent Emperors in their cells awaiting War/Dragon justice. Gotcha. Over here we have the High Isle Hearth tile work, which serves as the body of this ship. So, need to find the clockwork lamppost, deadland door, and the orcish gazebo. In the back house, okay. Alright. Let's run back through. Take note of the silver factotum guar. He patrols the whole house, all 3 kilometers of it. Okay, so these are 2 Deadlands doors, one on top of the other, right, to create this path. Oof. There's a lot of pathing. Where do they disappear to? They run up here and then they disappear. Is this like a transporter? Oh, those are Deadlands archways? Okay, not the doors. But how do they go underground? Why are they disappearing? I'm trying to get the lore of it. Why are they disappearing? I mean, I know how you did it. I don't know why you did it. Like when they go into the transporter, that makes sense, but... That's the portal to the Serpent Emperor's throne world. Okay. Thank you. So we're looking for Clockwork Lamppost. The throne stage itself going up the stairs on either side. Not sure what you mean. Oh. Oh, I haven't seen something. Okay. Wait. Hang on. I'm confused. Is this part of the build? Okay. Oh, thanks, Beryl. Okay, so we have more of this to look at. I thought we were done. Look at this. That's really cool. And that must be Alan up there. Nice. Alan runs the local franchise of the Rolled and Bones aerial tours. And his target dummy passengers were all cranky because they had to buy tickets the day Bastion was leaving. All right, new girl. Oh, I see the lampposts. Okay. So these are the clockwork lampposts. More sigils. Hey, Alpha. How's it going? Take note of Bastion's path, especially when he walks into the beam from the flagship up above. Okay. Wow, look at that. So that underneath is the Burkish gazebo. The Deadland door is layered in the side cylinder of the flagship on either side. Gazebo makes up the midsection. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's even another one off there in the distance. Oh, so that up there? Okay, and then I think we're just missing the hearth. Yes, we have that ship off in the distance. Yeah. Is that the door with the red cylinder? Oh, right. The hearth was the tour bus. You're right. Okay, so let me just double check. We found the clockwork lamppost. There, the braziers here. Darkshade glowstock was part of the shackles, along with the Fargrave flags. Deadland door is that right there. Elsewhere window was all through that middle room. High Isle Hearth was the tour bus. Khajiit sigils we found a couple places. And the gazebo's the bottom of that ship. Another flag up top next to that ship. Where? These are all spaceships. Okay. We have this. This is Guarfleet. Oh, over there for Bastion. Oh, there he is. Saying goodbye to his friends. Ah! Sheesh. How'd you get him to spin like that? I don't get to go too. Bummer. Early transport of beta was rough. Okay, let's go up here. Twist the pathing slightly. It can't decide which way is the right way to go, so it'll get all wonky on the way up. Nice. There's another sigil. Bastion's back here. We have to flex the Emperor throne, right? Got to. It's the law. You worked hard for that swag. You drop it everywhere you can. I don't blame you one bit. Oh, you can't even see that ship anymore. Oh, there it is. It's because it was up there. Hey, old Shazam. All right, is that everything? Hey, Doodling. Let's see what this looks like from the other way. Yep, saw the hearth. Yep, I had just forgotten. Hey, Juju. All right, let me score this real quick and we will port to the next house. The Nature Realm. Druid Homeland is a mirror image of the physical world, but tinged green. Which nature spirits are made manifest with purpose and are tied to the environment around them. All right, so yes, we have these gourd lights where they added a mushroom. That's really neat. If there's anything over here, we don't want to miss anything. Any hidden details, if we can help it. The housing mancers in this game never fail to deliver beautiful, clever, amazing homes. And Futerko has a reputation for sure of beautiful, technically ambitious designs. They do like little witch hats. If you spy any of the chopped items, let me know. I love the overgrown rope bridge. Love the overgrown rope bridge. One of the things we're looking at sound. We're looking at, well, not looking at sound. We're listening for sound quality, lighting, pathing of mounts, pets, assistants, companions. We are judging much more harshly this time around. And with much more detail this time around. Oh, wait a minute. I was going to say, that looks like a paw. But hang on, because I think it is. Wow. Wow. You guys. Sally's got it right, bruh. I am Groot. Like I said, Futerko is known for technically ambitious designs. Look at this. That is no tree. That is ridiculous. What's the other hand doing? Is it just down there? It's just down there. So then this also looks like an arm reaching out. I don't know for sure. I was all impressed by the overgrown rope bridge. I wasn't even paying attention to the giant tree man. Wow, look at that. Okay, so we definitely have some sigils. Some of the Khajiit sigils kind of making up that window in the background. We have the dark shade glow stalks between the hands. But wait, there's more. Oh, yes. Look at this mushroom house. Oh, hey, bunny. We have to pay attention to pathing, so I kind of want to watch the bunny for a second. I know that's less interesting than the mushroom house, but this is one of the things I have to score, so... Got the hobbitish house over here. Don't think we can open these. Nope. Just checking. Bun Bun is interesting, just ask Alice. Just the detail. Quick note, Futerko is my housing designer inspiration for years. When people ask what you can do in game, I'd point them to her Twitter posts. Superlative work all around. No one blends better than her. You go make your turkey snacks. Hey, Heckin. The mushroom painting for the mushroom house. More witch-hatted druid lanterns. This is the new Galen music box right here. I still don't have it. I'm not bitter. Wow, okay. I don't even know where to go first. Let's go right to left, because this side looks simpler to go to. Okay. Look at the hanging baskets. Those are neat. We've got a little prep area. Sink. The Druidic provisioning station beefed up a little bit here. Very, very nice. So this is actually a game board, but they're using it like a hot plate or a trivet. And we have an actual game at play over here. Oh my goodness. The Druidic stuff is gorgeous, and it mixes well with a lot of the Wood Elf stuff that I'm seeing too. Well, hi. That's another music box there at the tip of the throne there. The green lady on either side. Beautiful. I'm in awe of the build, and I keep forgetting. It's the same thing with some of the others. I keep forgetting to look for the chopped items. The window, is that one of the things? Yes, you are absolutely right. There's the elsewhere window right there, giving some light in the background. And that's probably been repeated elsewhere. I've just been too in awe to notice. That's why we go back through and look for stuff, right? In fact, this base is the tilework thing. The base of this and the back is all the tilework hearth. Yeah. The High Isle hearth tilework. And that's actually a second provisioning station up there, I think. It is amazing, and it's very versatile. There's the other window again. Look at this couch. Futerko must hate the shiny pillows too, because there are pillows that you can get from Galen, but they use burlap sacks instead, which I think is better. The shiny pillows don't work for me. There's the lamppost used as a coat rack. Mushrooms used as shelving. There's a shower here. Love it. More of the hanging baskets, which I love, 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 love. And mushrooms as shades for the lighting. Yep. They look like little fairy hats or witch hats. There's the flags on the boat, the Fargrave flags long. I love using the pikes to make the boat look more interesting. Between the flags and the pikes, it looks like a whole new boat. It looks like they've run aground or maybe a little bit lost. Somebody out there checking a map. Trying to get their bearings. Okay, so let me see. I just want to run back through and look and see if we missed anything. We have a cheat sheet, but okay, we found the clockwork lamppost gas. We found the glow stock. We still need Deadland door. We found the elsewhere window. We found the flags. We found the hearth. We found the sigils. So Orcish gazebo and Deadland door are the ones we're missing. Yeah, I'll go back out. So amazing. I'm blown away by the creativity of all the builders in this competition, especially this round. I do not have this kind of brain cell that can look at all of these furnishings and see how to cobble them in such an interesting way. Like, do they plan all of this, then get the stuff, or do they start putting stuff and then figure out what to do? In my experience, it's probably a little of both. Where you cobble a few things, or you have an idea and you try to make everything else work. If you guys see some of the other things, like I said, we're looking for Deadland door and Orcish gazebo. I think we found everything else. It's amazing how close these rounds often are. Oh, okay. Some will cobble and play with things on PTS, then just build in the live cheaper that way. Absolutely. Oh, there's the Orcish gazebo up there. I see it. It's the base for, like, in between the top mushroom and bottom mushroom. So that's the Orcish gazebo. So we're just missing Deadland door. So the good news is we're judging on several factors. We're judging on the use of the chopped items, those 8 items, plus the bonus item. Collectible pathing, creativity, theme cohesion, originality, technical quality, aesthetics, sound design, lighting design, and wow factor. So I mean, we have to be harsh in order to get them to not be all top marks. But yes, I have a feeling it's going to be very close. And I'm sure each judge judges differently. But and some of it's going to be comparative. Some contestants are going to have lots of really complicated pathing. And for instance, this build, these two, this pet and mount are static. We had the pathing out by the boat, but there's not a whole lot to judge unless I'm missing. Oh, there's the bunny. So the pathing in this one is fairly simple compared to another one, so that might affect how I score it. But I mean, yeah, we're getting like, we're going to have to get picky to not give them all top marks. There's a wisp. Okay, yes, there was a wisp down by the target dummy, right? Okay, so we're just missing the Deadland door. Hey, Lolly. Anybody know where the Deadland door is so I don't have to go to my cheat sheet? Lolly was one of the other judges. You did all of your tours last night, right? There are 2 pet pathing and the house quest and skeleton and boat. Okay, thank you. And Nord did his this morning. I had you pulled up, Lolly, last night, and I usually have a couple people tabbed and I cycle through, and if you're talking about something interesting, I might pop in. I kept popping up onto your screen and going, oh crap, she's doing housing tours, and I had to pop back out. To the Wisp? Of course. I just love this. Just love this. Lolly may or may not have gotten lost in a home, but we're not allowed to talk about it. Some of these are very, very complicated reskins. I cannot judge. So the skeleton's in the boat. Is it possible to get to the hands? I don't think so, but we're gonna hop around a little bit more. You get lost in your own homes. Yeah, so there's the wisp. That's okay, Mel. It'll be posted on YouTube later. VOD and a YouTube video. We are in Futerko's Moonsugar Meadow right now. Oh, there's the skeleton. You just had to get it from the right vantage point. So there's the Allen Award. Hey, Little John. So no, I don't think we can get down there. If we can, we can't get back. Okay, I'm going to cheat and look to see where the door was. All right, so apparently the Deadlands door is used multiple times as a frame for the stained glass windows. So let's actually go out this way. Is that what that is out there between the windows? Yeah, we're looking for the Deadland door, which is supposed to be a frame for the windows. I'm guessing that's what's around the Khajiit sigils. I think that must be what it is the frame around the sigils. Or the Daedric doors. Hard to tell from here. But I bet that's what they mean. All right, I think we found everything at Futerko's. So we have one left, and that is Sorries. All right, all Sorries wrote for theirs is, I am just feeling very nostalgic for the Power Rangers, but also appealed by a more cyberpunk aesthetic. So. This is Sorries, Ebonheart Chateau. Oh my gosh. Is that Hello Kitty? The little heart? And Lolly just asked for Sorries to translate the shop sign. So one is convenience store and one is PC. It's made out of the base of the hearth. Aha. Very nice. And there's the hearth as well as the background to this ticket counter, maybe? This one says PC. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is this? That's such a cool idea. Flames coming out of a bowl made out of the griffin feather. Your one and only feather. I only have one as well, if that helps. Okay, I need to back up because I am looking at the micro and I need to look at the macro first. The details are just so inspiring. The feather was not a chopped item. It's hard to make an antiquity a chopped item. typically what Locke does is choose 8 items that are available in-game or whether craftable or home goods vendor or something, and then sends contestants one of each of those items. If they choose to use more of that item, that's up to them. But no, it's just, and it looks kind of like a neon sign too, right? The way it is. Just perfect. We have the menu. Very, very cool. Oh, look at that. Another sign made out of food items. You tried so often, it's long to farm more. Beryl has been having that same issue. Konbini. You found a use for all the crabs, right? Look up at the lanterns and flags. Oh, for sure. Oh, there's a clock tower. That's beautiful. And I believe that's our sigil too, right? The background for the clock. Oh, I love this too. So you guys know I'm not the, probably know, I'm not the hugest fan of the tribute tapestries. I feel like they're so different from anything else we have in the game. But we have several uses of the tribute tapestries here that I want to point out. We have this, which looks like a window because of the way it's behind other items, right? We have a shelf, we have a base for the Daedric base. But then also these are turned around, which is why I thought I would use mine, because the frames are cool. I'm just not a fan of like the cartoony drawings in the actual tapestry. It gives you Stray vibes. Yep. Look at the cat. Hold on. There's so much to see. Oh, we've got a sandwich board here. Another heart made out of hearts. Oh, that one up there. Is it a nod to Stray? We try to make use of their enemy looks. Well, I think an Asian build lends itself to that, right? Making use of all the carts and things. I also contemplated to use the Thieves Assistant there as a ninja. Nice. We have a couple spiders, dwarven spiders up there. Oh, look at the built spider. That's super neat. That's where the lampwork, or the clockwork lampposts are. The legs of the spider. Which kind of gives them that hairy, creepy look, right? Your gate is messed up. Oh. That was weird. Always need bait. Thank you so much for the follow. Am I supposed to be able to get through here? That's kind of borked, huh? But I'm going to cheat and take a closer look. Look at the dragon with the flags. That is so cool. That is so very cool. We found the Daedric doors. I love the spider. We've got elsewhere windows behind these gates, giving the cool lighting effect. It looks like Jurassic Park, right? And tons more of the elsewhere windows. No shortage of those. And wow! The dark shade glow stalks. It's a Diphyllosaurus. I hope I said that right. It says bananas. You're right, Ember Fairy. How did you make that white haze for the windows on that building? This blue background color? The bluish white? And Sorries, I will say, and I talked about this in a previous stream, one of the reasons one of your other builds stood out for me was you did use the items as a full centerpiece, like when you built the fish out of mushrooms. You definitely highlighted, you didn't just use the items, you highlighted the items, and they had very prominent roles in your builds. Oh, moon pools. Okay. That makes sense now. And why they kind of sparkle. Yeah. The green ones are mushrooms. Very cool. So we have flags, we have Daedric doors, we have lampposts, we have tons of uses of windows. We have the dark shade glow stalks. So many tapestries. So many tapestries. We had the sigil out with the clock. Are there more sigils? Is that a lobster monster? Or like a crab? Looks like a lobster. They're hard to sink. That is the gazebos. Wait, where? More doors there. You didn't use EHT to place them? What the heck? Okay, I see a sigil back there too. Got that creature. Look down on the left side. Oh, how cute! It's an axolotl. So good. Okay, so where's the gazebos? I'm confused. Up. Oh, that's the gazebos. Wow. I would not have even recognized them. I would not have even recognized that. That's amazing. Yeah, you guys are right. I don't know how I'm going to judge these. They're all so unique and good in their own special ways. I don't even know. Anyway, we looked right at it and like, oh, that's cool. No, it's gazebos. All right, sounds good, Beryl. You're so happy you picked those gazebos? I think this use of the lamppost is probably one of my favorite. Because lamppost was my addition. The sigils are in the clock, and behind the buildings is light. Yeah, like I see that one right there. To the right of the window tower. Yeah, high-rise building there. That's why I get paid the big money for the hard judging. Oh wait, is everybody else getting paid? What? Alright, always needs bait. Have a good one. It's so creepy and I love it. Because it adds like, it almost looks like the hairy spider legs, just with the, because it's just a little bit blurry from this distance, you know? So at just a glance, even though it's kind of a clockwork spider, it still has that creepiness to it. I've never done a forced perspective build like this, and now I want to. Who's getting paid, right? We get paid in love, Lolly. We get paid in love. So as far as syncing, it was my understanding that when you place them, they don't have to be synced. But if you leave the house and come back, they're automatically synced. Is that not correct? Love don't pay my bills. Right? One door and sigil are combined at the gothic looking building. They stay synced. You just need to press Z quick enough and they need to turn in the right order. Okay. It was on the side as I was walking towards it. Oh, there, I see it. I see it. There we go. Mel wants to know what the spider's body is made out of. Also, Dictator Halalu has some posters up to remind us of his presence, but he wants to let you know there is no budget left for the monsters. Dwarven chandeliers and crystals. Oh, I see it. I see it now. Awesome. Then what is the head? The Oradon Achievement Vendor one, not the Depths of Malatar one. Dwarven brass lamps. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else to see? Did I miss anything? There's so many details here. Now, is this supposed to be an elevator or just a window? The lights here. There's also a place behind the tree. Oh. Oh. Whoops. Oh. Hello. This is so cool. It's like the rice paper doors. out of the paintings. The shop is closed. Oh, like an automatic door. You couldn't find Ember's room. T's home was a bit of a maze. We had to like run back around and make sure we found everything. This legit took you back to Tokyo? Nice. Details above. Very, very cool. The Moppets. Oh, there is nothing cheap about this build. Like we have those Fargrave windows, which are not cheap. Used over there. Lots of, yeah, lots of expensive aspects of this build. Yeah, the lighting on the tree really showcases like different colors of tree. The light makes some of the leaves look more pink than purple. Is it weird that this is probably still one of my favorite details? It's so simple and yet so brilliant. Definitely added up. Yeah. Are you like me where you refuse to add up the total? I know Nord did a build where he said how much it costs, and I won't do it. I won't do it. I cannot add up how much everything costs. That tree is dead to you. Is that a shivering cheese meant to look like fishy bubbles? That's pretty amazing. And of course we have another Tales of Tribute tapestry using just the frame here. It's a great detail to add. I'm not a fan of the tapestries in general. They work here in this build. There's a lot of builds they don't work in. And he used for all those vampiric lanterns that we got during Witches Festival. That is up to the builder. This is on EU. If the builders have it open, they can let me know and I can post it in Discord. Yeah, they definitely work for this build in particular and give us a lot more colors to work with. Yours is open? Okay. Today after stream, I will make a post, unless one of my mods is around and can do that, to make a post with each house where we went, and then we can note if it's open or not. Alright, so that concludes our tours of Locks Chopped Challenge, the final round, our last 5 competitors. I'm super impressed and intimidated to score these.